Hi, what's going on, guys? We're gonna do something a little different than our normal stuff. Normally we talk about guns and been pretty heavy in that recently. So today we're gonna talk about cameras. To run a YouTube channel, we've got all kinds of cameras. We've got the big DSLR that we're on. I've got action cameras, and I've had 360 cameras here for a little while. So if you've seen some of our content, it's where we get it. But yesterday, Insta360 announced the X5, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. Alright guys, so I've had 360 cameras since the X1. I've just played around with them. I've used them for virtual tours. I've done all kinds of cool stuff. And this was the first commercial 360 camera that I used and liked. So much that I kept it. I love the form factor. And they... anyways, so I've had 360 cameras now for 6 or 7 years. And the way a 360 camera works is it has two lenses and they overlap each other, so you can get some wild, reframings and clips and pull it way out and zoom it all out. And that's the big plus of these 360 cameras. So as long as you're in the area, it films everything around you. So Insta360 has always been the best one for that. Everybody's tried, but there's been a couple downfalls. So on this new X5, there's a couple big, huge features that are different than the X4 and all the ones previously. So, in the past, if you scratch this lens, you're pretty much done. And these lenses pop out, as you can see. So if they fell and you scratch them, you have to send it back, repair them. It's a pain in the butt. But now, Insta360 has removable lenses, so you can pop them out yourself and fix them. So that's kind of a cool deal. Which will lead me to something else, which is I used to have to run on my X4, I'll show you right here, these massive protectors. And these protectors would give you tons, oh, excuse me. Jeez. All right, so, start that bit over. All right, so on the X4, I used to have to run these protective domes or lens guards, I guess they call them. And these would give off really crazy lens flares. So I hated using them, but I didn't want to have to send back my stuff if it got scratched. So that's where this steps in. So replaceable lenses. It has super tough glass. I've seen videos of guys trying to break them and scratch them. It takes forever. Additionally, behind the glass is a massive sensor. So it gives you a ton of low light performance that they didn't used to have. So these cameras kind of fell flat as soon as it turned to dusk. So hopefully from here on out, we'll be able to get some really cool nighttime range footage whenever that does happen. Next, I wanted to talk about why I use them. So 360 cameras for the gun aspect are a huge tool that nobody's utilizing. You can put them on the range and you can watch not only you can watch your target. Or you can take it to matches and mount it on this selfie stick and mount this to the barricade. And now you can watch the entire stage from an angle that is safe, you're not shooting at, and you can reframe it as you go. This black selfie stick actually gets erased by the post-processing in camera, so it's super cool. I loved doing that so much that I started wanting to mount one to my gun. That being said, nobody had a cool way to do it that looked good and worked. Now, with the X5, we do have a really cool way. So the X5 now has a mounting system that's very similar to all the other Insta360 stuff. And it goes like this. It clips in, it's magnetic as well as physical. So you can hold it this way, you can pull it out, or you go up. But nobody designed a mount to do that. So that's kind of where I stepped in. So I started a small company. It's called Gun Mounts. We actually make mounts for the Insta360 Go 3 and the Go 3S, which is the smaller camera, which we might do another video about. But the big thing is nobody's doing these 360 camera mounts. So I found a way to mount the selfie stick and mount the camera in a way that is off the bore, so you have no chance of hitting it, and gives you a perspective that nobody else has. So, geez, that's gonna be loud, sorry. All right, so what that does is it gives you the ability to watch the stage from an angle that you've never seen before.
Stand by. All right, finished unload, show clear.
Also gives you a crazy view, so if you're doing YouTube stuff or product stuff, you can get your gun out there. I'm ready.
Stand by. Oh, the problem is I can go much faster.
Additionally, I love the fact that it films everything. So if it films everything, you miss nothing. So stuff might be going on behind you or whatever, you can just reframe to that. And I'll show you a little clip about how we reframe stuff. But again, this is just a quick video. I took it out to the range today. We tested it on this rig. I also tested it on some just static shooting. And the Insta360 X5 is night and day better than the X4. And that's saying a lot because this was a cool camera. So you could do a lot of cool stuff with these things. I want people to get into this 360 game. This 360 game for the shooting world is being neglected. I want to see what some of these creative people can do. So I built this Top Gun Mounts brand based on mounting cameras to guns that are cool POVs. So I want you to go check out our website, topgunmounts.com. I want you to check out and see what you think and leave me a comment down below that you checked it out and let me know what I can do better. Because I said, this is my first adventure into the small business world, so I'm trying to figure things out and I want some help to get better. So again, we make 360 mounts, we make those mounts, but today's focus is the X5. I'm gonna tell you right now, go buy it. I'll post a code down the bottom. I think you get something free if you go to Insta360's website and buy it with my code. It helps because it kicks back a little bit this way. So that's my first adventure into affiliateness. So please go check it out. Let me know if you guys use it. I'll hook you up with a free mount. So like I said, if you guys buy one of these from Insta360, let me know and I'll send you a free mount for the selfie stick. But I got more things coming for mounts, so check out that. Hope this wasn't too much of a rant, guys. I know it's a little different than the stuff that we've been doing, but go buy a 360 camera. Trust me, you're going to make the coolest stuff for Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you.